What's up, everybody? It's Drew Schaefer, NFL News here, and we're not going to be talking about the Bengals-Bills game because of what happened. That was serious, and I did get one prediction right last week, and I got the score right, actually, and I'm pretty sure I got the over-unders right as well. Um, I think I said, can you pick under 200? I'm pretty sure I said Huntley over 200 too. Um, if so, I got him right. If not, I got him wrong. Over unders, I'm not really worried about. I got the score right, 16-13. Steelers with another low scoring affair, but they came back, and good for the Steelers. Speaking of the NFL, we have playoffs still here. We're going to do week 18 predictions because what the heck? It's the final week of the NFL, and it kicks off on my birthday, January 7th. You wish me a happy birthday if you want, if anybody watches this. I don't care. Um, Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs can still get the number one seed. And the Raiders are out of the playoffs after their loss last week. Um, so let's get into it. So Chiefs, Raiders. Jarrett Stidham versus Patrick Mahomes. Probably a good game, but I'm gonna say the Chiefs win it 20-14. Mahomes over 250 yards total, and Jarrett Stidham over 200 yards total. I think that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I'm still a little sick, so if I sound stuffy, that's the reason why. Titans Jaguars. It's a Saturday night football game. Probably not going to be as good as it'll probably be better than all Thursday night football games and Monday night football games too. Oh, so we personally, as a Colts fan, I want the Titans to lose. I want to see the Jaguars. Okay, Jaguars kicked their butts there in Jacksonville. Not this season, but last season as well. And the season before that, we haven't beat them since 2014 in Jacksonville. And, the Jaguars, my perspective has changed on them since the season has begun. Originally I thought, they have weapons. They just don't have enough to make a playoff run. But no, everything else has not happened. I'm pretty sure I had the Colts winning our division, which was kind of cringe. But that doesn't really matter to me. So Titans and Jags, I'm gonna say 31-17 Jags. Trevor Lawrence over 250 yards total, and Joshua Dobbs over 200 yards total. Browns Steelers rivalry. The Browns said they will do anything and everything to make the Steelers miss the playoffs. However, I feel like the Steelers deserve another playoff spot. They made it last year with Big Ben, and he got really emotional when they lost because it was his final NFL game over. And Big Ben is from Miami, Ohio University, which is a college I'm kind of familiar with. I may be just a high school student, but I'm familiar with the college. I've watched their games. They're not the best, but it's just about the college that matters. It's not really about like the sports. So I believe the Steelers deserve a chance again. Obviously, rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett out of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh from Pittsburgh to Pittsburgh doesn't really matter. I have the Steelers 24-21. I don't have the upset. Just because the Browns haven't been the best offense since Deshaun has really taken over as a starter. So I believe that probably will be accurate. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna say Deshaun Watson over 150 yards total, and I'm gonna say Kenny Pickett over 200 yards total. Just I feel like that's neutral. Ravens Bengals. The Bengals can clinch the division with this win here. And the Ravens, they're not really playing for anything. I mean, I guess they can win the division, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're both clinching playoff spots. They've already clinched playoff spots. Pretty sure they clinched it like a couple weeks ago. So what's the point of playing for these games? There's not really much, but Bengals still can win the division, and I'm pretty sure they're number one seed. However, the Ravens have struggled. The Bengals have not struggled. I'm going to take the Bengals 35-10 in this game. Tyler Huntley over 150 yards total. Joe Burrow over 300 yards total. I think that will be pretty accurate. Now, the Vikings and Bears, the Bears will not have Justin Fields because of hip soreness, so it will be Nathan Peterman starting. The last time he started, I'm pretty sure he threw 5 interceptions. His passer rating's like 32.2. But that doesn't really matter in today's NFL. What matters is you get better as you move on, and it's just how it goes. So, Vikings can still technically get the number one spot, but what they need to do, what needs to happen, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot that needs to happen. No, not a lot. So they need the Eagles to lose to the Giants, who aren't playing for anything. They've already locked up their playoff spot. They cannot go higher than the current seed. They need Washington to beat the Cowboys. They need San Francisco to lose to the Cardinals. And they need a win against the Chicago Bears. I think it's doable. But will it happen? Probably not. But hey, maybe San Francisco can get that number one spot. Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant. Not Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Relevant. There's so many scenarios that could happen that I'm not really too concerned with, but it's fine. Game Trent's Peterman, I'm just gonna say over 100 yards, probably not over 200 yards because it's his lone start of the season. Just like Nick Foles had one in Chicago last season, he had one lone start. He threw for over 200 yards, but Nathan Peterman is not Nick Foles. And Kirk Cousins, over 300 yards, he's going to have to play good if the Vikings want to win. And I'm going to say the Vikings will get the win 38-10. The Bears just aren't that great. I'm sorry. Without Fields, they're nothing. Patriots and Bills. Patriots looking to lock up a division against Buffalo, but Buffalo is battling for that number one spot. Obviously, the Bills are dealing with their teammate going down, being injured, Damar Hamlin. However, he is an inspiration for them. And he's starting to get better, I've heard. So, that's pretty good. The Colts donated the most so far to his foundation. It was like $25,003 because his number was 3. Or at least that's what I know. So, Patriots, Bills. With the Bills playing for something on their back, and they're also playing for that number one seed, so they can get that bye week. Give me the Bills, 35-7. The Patriots are not going to be able to do much against a Bills defense that has inspiration because of Damar Hamlin. And the Patriots just haven't been that great. In fact, they've started 2 quarterbacks this season. So the Patriots are eliminated from playoff contention. Personally, to me, I'm going to say Allen over 350 yards and Jones over 200 yards. So, not a bad day for Mac Jones, but a bad day for Patriots fans. Jets and Dolphins. The Dolphins can lock a playoff spot up with a win against the Jets. Will they, though? That's the problem. We don't know. But the Jets have been struggling. So have the Dolphins, though. They have to win this if they want a quarterback. And, I'm pretty sure. Well, hold on. Let me look. So I'll pause this and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so what I found out is the Dolphins, their starting quarterback did not practice. Tua did not practice with a concussion. Teddy Bridgewater was limited, and Skylar Thompson had a full practice. So if Teddy Bridgewater's not getting better, it will be Skylar Thompson soon up for the Dolphins in their season finale against the Jets. Meanwhile, the Jets also have some quarterback controversy when it comes to injuries. Mike White, who had a full practice on Wednesday, had a limited practice Thursday, today. And that's a problem because Mike White is a starting quarterback. So, if Mike White does not get better, it will either be veteran Joe Flacco starting or second-year pick Zach Wilson starting. I'm pretty sure they'd pick Flacco over that guy. So, I don't know the quarterback situation yet. So I'm going to say, I'm going to pick the underdog. I'm going to pick the Jets here. Now, listen. I know. Jets have been terrible. However, with a veteran quarterback under center, they have been solid. Okay, Joe Flacco went 1-2 in his starts, respectively. It's not that bad. It's not that great. And the reason I picked the Jets here is because the Dolphins still have so much injuries. Like, I get they get Jalen Waddle. He's limited. He's injured. Raheem Mostert, he was limited for veteran rest. They still don't have it. So personally, I have the Jets. In a low scoring 16-13 game. Honestly, I don't have it being that big of a game. Moving right along, we gotta start moving, or else we're not gonna finish this video in time. Okay, so got a problem games here. And we were Jets, Dolphins. So whoever starts at quarterback for both teams, Dolphins will have over 200 yards, and so will the Jets quarterback. I'm pretty sure whoever starts. Buccaneers and Falcons. Falcons aren't playing for anything really. The Falcons I'm pretty sure they want to lose for their draft pick. I'm gonna pick the Falcons to win the 17-7. The Bucs do have solid backups, but it doesn't really matter the scores. So, I'm pretty sure it'll be Blaine Gabbert suiting up for the Buccaneers, and it'll be Desmond Ridder. So, Ridder under 150 yards and Gabbert over 200 yards. Panthers and Saints. Both teams aren't really playing for anything except pride, because the Saints almost made the playoffs. If they didn't choke to the Buccaneers so early on in the season, they'd still have a chance at them. But unfortunately, that's not going to work out in their favor. I have the Saints winning this one, 23-21. It's going to be a nice game, probably a nice little game. But none of the teams are in playoff contention, so it doesn't really matter. Andy Dalton over 250 yards, and Sam Darnold over 200 yards as well. I don't think I'll edit this video because I'm just going to post it. I might edit it, but, that'll just take longer. Texans, Colts. The Colts are going to start Sam Ehlinger. Texans, they're sticking with Davis Mills. The Colts opened up as the winner, like the person to bet on. They were like 2.5 favorites. And, I think the Colts win this one. 20-17. It'll be a nice little game. Ehlinger over 150 yards and Mills over 150 yards as well. Whew, we gotta start speed running. We only have 6 games left. Cardinals, 49ers. The 49ers are already locked into the playoffs. They'll probably still start Brock Purdy because I don't think they have anybody else to start. And the Cardinals, they're eliminated from playoff contention. However, J.J. Watt's final start ever in the NFL, most likely. I think the Cardinals will lose, and the 49ers are going to get the win. 28-17. Obviously, whoever starts for the Cardinals will probably have over 150 yards, and Brock Purdy over 250 yards as well. Cowboys, Commanders. Cowboys, they've been okay recently. Commanders out of the playoffs. Doesn't really matter who they start. Cowboys 24-17. We're not going to do under-overs for that one because it's pretty self-explanatory. Rams, Seahawks. I got the Seahawks here. 28-17 over the Rams. Geno Smith, he's pretty good. Baker Mayfield's pretty good. He deserves a spot on the starting roster. Maybe the Colts. I don't care. Giants, Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles are good. Obviously, the Giants are good. But with seemingly both nothing to play for, well, it's going to be a low-scoring game. 20-17, Eagles. Chargers 35-28 over the Broncos. And the Packers make the playoffs with a 24-21 victory over the Lions. See you guys in the next video. Sorry, I had to speed this video up a little bit. I'll see you whenever we get to the wild card round.